How to live the life you want. I'm Brian Withers, empowerment coach, trainer, and author. Well, living the life that you want really has to do with alignment, with being your true self, living in your natural gifts and talents, expressing yourself the way that you want to express yourself, feeling your worthiness, feeling you're deserving, identifying your dreams, and feeling that they are on the way to you, that they're all set up for you to receive as the creative process shows us, and how you do that receiving. But see, what makes it such a challenge for people to live the life that they want is really that we end up so far out of alignment. So you can see we start in alignment. By the time we're grown up, we're really out of alignment, right? There's this big body that we're in, and it's kind of full of faulty beliefs that we're sort of in there, our true self, but it's not the dominant energy that we're broadcasting to the law of attraction. And so let me just go through the sort of stages of life that lead us from coming here to the planet in alignment, and then by the time we're grown up, we're out of alignment, and what that means to us, and why we can't live the life that we want, but how we can get back in alignment to live the life that we want. So that's what I'm going to sort of go through here, and you'll see how this all works. It'll be very clear to you that why life is not about manifestation techniques and doing anything for manifestation as far as that goes. We didn't come for that. We came to live our life in alignment, and we do. Then all that stuff naturally is going to flow into our life. It's very natural that it does, and action, of course, is something that's part of that, but it's a aligned action. So let's have a look. So we come into the planet, born, we're having zest for life, self-alignment, fully expressive, ready to learn and grow, unbounded creativity, and loving in all ways, okay? And self-alignment, you could say, comes down to we know why we came, for joyous expansion. We came to serve humanity, at the same time serve ourself. See the dual serving of both humanity and ourself, very important there. And we do that with our natural gifts and talents and our unique qualities, knowing that we are naturally perfect, naturally successful, naturally worthy, and naturally deserving. You see, think about what I just said here, how we come into the planet. Just awesome, just complete, pure, perfect energy, all ready to go and experience life, have the contrast, get the expansion, receive it, and then just keep going in that cycle. I mean, it's all set up for us. And what happens? Then from birth to 10, we start getting off track. We start losing self-identity and alignments because we're getting taught all kinds of faulty beliefs about who we are and how life works and whatnot. We're taught to conform. We're taught to do things right. We're taught that we got to figure things out and make them happen. We're learning fears because we don't have this knowledge of life, and so there's uncertainty if we can have what we want or if we're good enough. See, this all starts to come in because we get the same old programming that we got for years upon years, generations and generations. It keeps getting passed down without this knowledge of life, this creative process. So we're picking up insecurity. We got inhibitions to express ourselves. Wonder if we should go down the path that is the one we want to go down. It's the one that feels right to us, but is it the one that's going to give us what we want? Will it give us the life and security that we want, or should we go for something that will give us that? And then we're torn there, and then we're accepting limiting and faulty beliefs about self and life. And that whole thing continues on. You could say those things I just said there, they really continue on right into young adult, and so beyond that, it's the furthering of out of alignment, of reinforcing and furthering of fears and insecurities, reinforcing and furthering of limiting and faulty beliefs, disassociation with our purpose, losing direction and passion. Again, doing things that seem like the right thing to do, the thing that will secure our life, get the money, get to this, get that. We have inhibition of or losing touch with gifts and talents. So you can see we start to look, and the picture here shows it all. So we're born fully set up to come in for joyous expansion. Everything is fully ready, and then wham, we got hit with these faulty beliefs, and our body keeps growing. but our consciousness is our natural consciousness is getting buried in faulty beliefs, and that just continues to go as we get older, and then we get into young adult to senior years, and then we find ourselves giving up on desires and feeling uncertain to obtain. We just try so many things over and over, nothing's working, not sure how to get it, not sure why things happen, just getting discouraged one time after another and kind of giving up. So then we're increasingly seeking security, ways that we can at least secure our life. And in that, often we pay a price. We're working hard. We burn ourselves out. It has an effect on our health, our relationships, and everything. And we do have physical, emotional, and mental ailments because of the misalignment that's going on and the resistance that's in our energy. And we have dissatisfaction, discord, and discontentment going on. And to some degree, and it's different for everybody else. One person is different from another. But as I said, nobody really gets away without some taking a hit on alignment, getting out of alignment, because we don't have this knowledge of life, and without it, there's just no way you can grow up with your full knowing of who you are and how life works intact. You just can't get it because they teach you so many things in school and all around you that it's not that. It's all the faulty belief stuff. So by the time we get up here, we're just increasingly looking for ways in the outside world to feel fulfilled and obtain desires, because we've lost so much connection with how life really works and who we really are. So, we can't really live our purpose of serving ourselves and humanity when we're not living as our true self in alignment, right? So we're just doing what we can, what we think we should do to secure ourselves and have as much, joy as we can, as we're trying to make sure everything is going to keep flowing for us. But again, no certainty and whatnot, because we're not working on any information that tells us why life is certain to be good for us. That's what the creative process gives us. And I want to put a little plug here, that we are a network of humanity. We do come to serve each other with our gifts and talents and everything. And when you look around the planet, you might say, well, what's missing? Because it doesn't seem to be that way, right? And what I just want to say, this little just imaginary thing, just to give you an idea, if we could clean up all the faulty beliefs, what would happen? So if you took all the newborns and put them in a section of planet Earth, and for 20 years we did that, all the newborns, they didn't get any of the faulty beliefs. They grew up, let's just say they had the information of the creative process, and they grew up that way. They had people helping them to grow up that way. And then they weren't exposed to all these faulty beliefs that we all grow up with across the world, different cultures and everything. In 20 years, there would be no wars, no conflicts. It would be peace. It would be prosperity, love, everything for all, abundance. It would just flow in the natural way. So I just wanted to say that's what we're looking at. If we want our world to change, if we want our life to change, this is how we got to change it. We got to change the energy. We got to get rid of the faulty beliefs. We've got to find a way to help the kids stay in touch with these natural things that I said coming in, all this zest for life, ready to learn and grow, unbounded creativity, knowing your natural worthiness, gifts and talents, all of that stuff. And we want to foster the kids to develop all of that stuff. And so, yes, they're going to go to school, and yes, they're going to do things, but we want it to be in alignment with who they are. We want to help them to be in alignment with who they are, and help bring out those gifts and talents, and let them find the ways they like to express them. And our world will certainly change in a big way. But anyway, right now what we're facing is a humanity that is largely out of alignment, and we want to come back in alignment because we want to start this process of getting the kids educated. And who's going to educate the kids? Well, it's us adults. And so we got to lead by example first, but how do we lead by example? We got to know how it works so we can lead by example, and then we'll teach them as they get older. So how do we get our alignment back? Well, the way we do that, you see, we want to get ourselves back in alignment, you see, so that we're living in alignment. And so how does that happen? Well, it happens because we're going to we're going to identify our faulty beliefs. That's what we're going to do. We're going to understand the knowledge of life, so that allows us to start talking differently with ourselves. It allows us to start to realize our value and our importance in this universe. And as an adult with all the faulty beliefs, we want to introduce all this original thinking that we had coming in, so that we start to talk with ourselves in new ways, and we start to think in new ways that agree with all of that. And as we do that, and we do it repetitively, so that every time a thought comes up, see that there's a negative emotion, we know one of those faulty beliefs are active. So that's a great opportunity. We say, oh, what a great opportunity, negative emotion. Let me deconstruct that negative feeling, thought, that faulty belief, and it's going to, we're going to find relief in the moment. But it's not going to go away. Next day it may come back, and we're going to do it, and we're going to do it, and do it, until every day we do it, we're deactivating it a bit, and we're coming back into alignment more, because our new thought patterns, our new thought habits, and our new beliefs are going to be all that good in alignment information that is of the creative process that we didn't get when we were growing up. But we're going to do it for ourselves now as an adult. And as we do it every day, day after day after day, gradually we come back into alignment. And it's a gradual process. It's not an overnight thing. I've got 2 sections in each of my 2 main books. The Book of Life got 2 sections on the wholeness of who we are, which is to definitely help you to get new self-talk going about who you are. And then the whole book is about how life works, so you can always understand how everything is serving you, so that you can be going through the day in positive emotion. And then the Higher Vibrations book, 20-week program, got 2 sections in there to actually help you re-identify with your gifts and talents, and your natural qualities, and your value and your importance in this universe. So 2 sections in each of those 2 books. Intentionally I did that because this is the foundation of a high vibration life, is to know your true self, and really who you are, as I said, is coming into the planet. And I said these different things. So now that we're this, right, and we our true self is in here, and we want to reveal it. We want to open it up. We want to come back into alignment with it, so that we can start to do the kinds of jobs and business that really resonate with us, and we know how to stay positive in all of that, and grow it and enjoy it, and all through our life. And same thing with relationships, so that we're in alignment, so that we can connect with people in alignment, and those relationships can all thrive throughout our life. And then, of course, no resistance in our energy to speak about, so our health is not interfered with, and we can stay healthy. And then, since we're flowing in high vibration, in alignment thought energy, of course, abundance will naturally flow. And I talk about how naturally abundant flows in other videos, that we're born rich, we're always rich, and we're rich in thought energy. That's good feeling, so we can let it all circle. It's not about working for money or doing anything for money. It's just about understanding that when life causes you to ask, your inner being gives you the abundance. And then as you're in that flow of high vibration energy, some channel will open to you that flows that into your life. And it does not have to be your job at all. That's just one channel. That's not your source. The creative process is your source. So this is the video to help you to understand how to live the life that you want. And in order to live the life that you want, you really have to understand why you're not living the life that you want. What happened? What has happened to you that you have all these desires, these dreams and desires that you want to be living, a life that you want to be living, and it just seems like there's something that just keeps keeping you back, holding you back, sidetracking you, derailing you. And what it is, it's those faulty beliefs. And so, again, what we're going to do is we're going to identify those. So your daily emotion tracker will help you with that, because wherever there's a negative emotion, remember, there is a faulty belief behind that. And so you develop the scripts through the things I teach in my books. You develop the scripts that soothe and relieve that negative feeling thought, and you come back into, very quickly, you come back into a feeling of life is okay, I'm good, everything is good. That's contrast, that's okay, that's a mirror back from my vibration, nothing's gone wrong, everything is set up to work out for me. And day by day, every time those thoughts come up, you go to the new thoughts, you grow. Your natural in alignment self starts to grow, starts to become more dominant day by day. Look at this, coming up. We're coming up. We're getting back into alignment. You're going to see that. You start getting to a certain point, then you're going to start to really feel it. You're going to feel more at ease in your day. You're going to feel more confident. You're going to feel more optimistic, less reactive, more responsive, things less bothering you, more calm, more at ease. You keep growing. You keep feeling that. You keep deconstructing those negative feeling thoughts. You keep deactivating those faulty beliefs. You keep getting back, and then, you start to see your physical life starts to flow better, and you keep going. Then you see trending manifestations, and you come back fully in alignment. And then things are just manifesting the way that you want to. It's automatic. It's a byproduct. So you don't have to do anything. You don't have to make anything happen at all in any way, shape, or form. And so once you do that, once you get back in alignment, you see as you're doing that, a different way to illustrate this is we grow up in those faulty beliefs, right, in the pipe. And so as we're getting ourselves back into alignment, deactivating those faulty beliefs, we're clearing the pipe, and then everything we want can flow, because it's all set up to flow. The creative process shows us very clearly it's all there to flow. It's nothing we have to do. We just have to get out of the way. We just got to get the faulty belief, low vibration, thought, energy, momentum out of the way. We're just blocking it. There's nothing to do to make it happen. We just got to stop blocking it. So once we get into alignment, now we're not blocking anymore, and everything we want just flows down the pipe into our life. And then as it comes in, then we enjoy it, and then we're going to have contrast about it. I'm going to ask for more, and then more is going to flow down the pipe, and that's the continuous cycle of joyous expansion through your life. So that's the video. That's how we're going to do it. That's how we're going to clean up our energy and get ourselves back in alignment and live our natural high vibration life where everything naturally manifests, and lots of action, lots of interaction, lots of moving around, all kinds of great fun stuff in your day. The path to receiving all the things is a very fun life, all set up that way. So that's how to live the life you want. You got to get yourself back into alignment. Okay, thanks for listening in. If you have any questions, leave them on the post, and enjoy your day.